Hello, Op Amp here. What I have for you today is this CISA half Euro cylinder. CISA is a Italian lock company from Florence originally. This lock works very smoothly. No complaints there. You can see your key bitting right here. Decent mix of high and low, and this lock is just loaded with spools. So I'm gonna get it in a vise and we'll get it open for you. Okay, we're all set up in the vise here. Just gonna check and make sure I still have some free movement of the cylinder, and using this pry bar in 40 thousandths for top of the keyway tension. I'm going to be using this pick from Sparrows, kind of a low profile, because I can't actually pick from the bottom of the keyway. I need to pick off this ledge, and that will allow me a little bit of wiggle room. So I'm going to start in the back of the lock, and got pin 5 as binding, little click and a little rotation, nothing on 4, 3, some strong counter rotation. Feels like that's set, but something dropped. I'm going to come back through the lock, and I think that's pin 5. Got rotation off of pin 5. Now I'm on pin 2, counter rotation again, and I think our 5 dropped. Went back and reset him. Coming up to pin 1 now. Don't feel anything on pin 1 right now, so I'm going to come back through the lock. And it actually feels now like pin 3 again's got some counter rotation. Feels like we got him set. Coming back through, nothing on 5, nothing on 4. Both of those feel loose. Nothing on 3. 2 feels loose. A little bit of rotation on 1. And some counter rotation, strong counter rotation on 1. And I think we got that set, but again, something dropped. And I just tap pin 5 and we are open. So not too bad there. Definitely loaded up with spools, and get set up to pick this. Excuse me, to gut this. Already did the picking. Let's get this vise out of the way, and I'll get my pinning equipment in here. The one thing that I did do to this lock is it originally had this really nasty C-clip on the back of it. So I just changed it to one of these external circlips, so I can actually use a little tool to take that off. So I'm actually going to lock this back up, since I do have the key, just to make sure that I don't do anything foolish. And we'll get that clip off for you. And this is actually kind of handy if you have like a practice lock, something that you're changing pins on a lot. It's really simple to take that off. So I'm going to get my key in there. Make sure we have a good view for you. And we'll get our follower here. Give it a little turn. And here we go. Okay. So this is a case where it might have been a little smart to actually use a shim, because those pins could have got caught on that lip, but they didn't, so that's good there. We'll take these out, and we have pin 1, pin 2, pin 3, pin 4, and pin 5. Nothing fancy here with the plug. No counter milling or anything like that. Let me turn these around so we can get everything lined up. And then we'll get out your driver pins, which I'm thinking should be fairly interesting. So let's go for the first driver here, and that is a spool. Driver number 2 is also a spool. Driver number 3 is also a spool. Driver number 4, also a spool. And I'm willing to bet number 5 is a standard just because the lock is not floppy when there's nothing in there. And let's see. And it is in fact a standard. From here the springs all look the same. I'm just going to dump them out here. Don't have very good luck with individually getting springs out of there. Got 4. And there's one guy in there that doesn't seem to want to come out. Let me see what I can do about that. Oh, he's a little mangled, but that's okay. All right, so you got your key there for you. And your bitting with all of your drivers. So again, this is the CISA half euro cylinder. And I'm Op Amp. I hope you've enjoyed this. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. Thanks for watching.